Good evening, everybody. Uh-oh, there we go. That looks a little more serious. Welcome in, everybody. Glad you could be here. It's me, your old pal Decaf Jedi, BMX legend, retro game streamer, and tonight I am back with more Escape from Monkey Island. It's been a week since we've been here. I'm excited to jump back in. We just reached Jambalaya Island. We had lost a little bit of progress last time due to a little tiny problem with the game locking up, but we regained most of that by the end of the stream, and I think we're ready to jump back into this thing and really make some progress tonight. I'm determined not to make any more mistakes, but we'll see. We'll see how that goes. Welcome in, everybody. Hey, Red Wing. Hey, Sarah Cow. Good to see you. Nutromancer. Howdy, howdy. 6-7. There's Ricky. Hey, thank you, John. Thank you so much for the follow. Welcome in. Glad to see you. Robin, great to see you. Red Wing, thank you for the sticker. There's Cregan, Jakobine. Oh man, this is quite a crowd. Thank you, John. I appreciate it. Glad you could be here. I'm really excited to jump in on this one. And there's an opportunity to promote my channel. That's even more exciting. Who knows what that could lead to? But for now, I think I'll put a pin in that because I am ready for some monkey islanding. I'm ready to monkey around, if you will. So let's do it. Let's jump right in. Again, with this awesome loading screen. Unpause. All right. Hey, rotisserie chicken. Welcome in. I'm sorry, your name got me for a second there. Okay, that's got me going. All right, we're ready. Let's copy a game here. Let's see. I'm worried that I'm going to lose my saved game here. Hey, Cinnamon, welcome in. Thank you for the follow earlier. I saw that while I was offline. Glad you could be here. Welcome in, everybody, especially those of you who join us for the first time. This is your first time here. I'm Jess. I love retro adventure games. Stream one every Wednesday night. We call it Retro Adventure Wednesday. And so far, I've really been enjoying revisiting Escape from Monkey Island for the first time in ages.
Fun at Planet Threepwood. See souvenirs of Guybrush Threepwood's most famous escapades. Taste culinary delights approved by
Thank you, Chicken. I appreciate it. Okay, let's see when you remember what we're doing. I think we're ready to go to Knuttin Atoll. The small island outcropping from here at Jambalaya Island. See how our repairs on our ship are going. Hello, Mr. Cheese.
Ahoy there, Mr. Cheese.
Ahoy yourself, Captain. What can I do for you?
Does Murray count a souvenir of Guybrush's escapades? Yeah, I think so.
Want to help me find the pieces of the ultimate insult?
Well, that sounds like good old-fashioned piratey fun, Captain. But I really have to repair this wreck of a ship.
Repair this, you gimpy goat sniffer.
Although I'm tempted to just let her sink.
All right. So let's see.
Assemble the crew, Mr. Cheese. We're shoving off.
I'm afraid not, sir.
Why not?
This old ship is in need of some major fixing before it goes shoving off again.
I got your fixin' right here, cheese boy.
Besides, shouldn't you be looking for that penultimate insane dingus?
Penultimate
Yeah,
insane.
I really wanted to go for a cruise.
Or maybe later.
Darn.
Very excited, of course. As always, we have our Dr. Enough with us tonight. East Tennessee's favorite thiamine-boosting energy drink. You can taste 220% of your daily allotment of thiamine in every sip.
Carry on, Mr. Cheese.
Aye, aye, Captain.
Welcome in, everybody. Hope you're having a good day. I spent the last week, and this is the first stream of the new year for me. Last week, I was away on a trip to Dollywood. That was exciting. Hey, Vitaly. Oh, I actually get to rowboat. Look at that. This is fun.
Fire!
No, don't.
Aye!
Get over here!
Get over here. Well, that's a gaming resolution you have for 2024. Is the stream sponsored by Dr. Enough? I wish. But what's a gaming resolution you have for 2024? This is an important question worth pausing for. Thank you, Dr. Mario. My big gaming resolution for 2024, which is what I call this year, is I want to play as many classic games, like important games that I've never played before. I really want to start working my way through all the games that I've just somehow never played. I've never played a Pokemon game. I've never played a Metal Gear game of any sort. I don't think I've ever played StarCraft. I have this giant list of games I've slowly been compiling, just games I've never gotten around to playing before. I want to go through and play as many of those, so I can at least say I spent a few hours with a bunch of classics this year. So that is my big gaming resolution for the year. And I'll probably share some of that here on the stream as I do it. So stay tuned for that.
Are you crazy? You could have killed me.
Crazy? I'm not the one flagrantly violating the rules and regulations of Knuttin Atoll.
Huh?
What's your name?
Boy, this guy looks
sailor?
very angular.
Guybrush Threepwood, sir.
Now, Mr. Threepwood, what is your business on Knuttin Atoll?
Knuttin Atoll's a good joke.
I'm just looking around, sir.
Very good, Mr. Threepwood. Now, before I allow you to pass, do you have any questions?
Who the heck are you?
Who the heck are you?
Master and Commander.
My name is Ricardo Luigi Pia Mbenga Cheng Nehru O'Hara Kasaba III, but you can call me Admiral Kasaba.
How'd you get a name like Ricardo Luigi Pierre Mbenga Chang Nehru O'Hara Kasaba III?
For generations and throughout the world, the Kasaba family has enforced the laws of the seas. As a result, we've picked up an interesting and eclectic variety of in-laws.
Yeah, this has absolutely 0% of your daily allotment of theremin in it. Although, let's see if I can get a little bit going like... No, it's not empty enough to get even a good theremin sound. I'll come back to that later in the stream.
I think I'll just be on my merry way.
Good lad. Remember, I'm watching you.
Do any of y'all have New Year's resolutions centered around gaming, or any at all you'd like to share? Hey, thank you for that watch streak, Ricky.
They're aimed at that beach.
Eat your treat more until everything sounds like a theremin. I don't know how much caffeine is in Dr. Enough. I think it's a sizable amount. I don't know if it's like the lemonade at Panera that kills you levels of caffeine. Like you can't sell around the compass. Ooh, finishing backlog games, yeah. Yeah, I've never played a Halo game. I need to play a Halo.
Yeah, you can lead a cow to water.
Wow, there's Knuttin Atoll going on here. Uh-oh, did I just leave?
So that's when I sliced open
Destiny,
the
maybe?
Hi there.
Never
You
played it?
idiot!
What do you think you're doing?
What's the matter?
He'll see us, you ignoramus!
I'm out of here!
Is that Bobby Hill's voice again?
You may want to move a couple of feet to your left.
Gee, thanks.
Wow.
You're welcome. Now go away so I can resume my discussion with the delightful Miss Daisy.
Metabolically challenged seems a
I
little
can't
mean.
use this. I don't think so. It looks really heavy.
If you're just joining us for your first time tonight, we're playing the PlayStation 2 version of Escape from Monkey Island because I find the controller input a lot easier to deal with than keyboard.
Who are you, you annoying little miscreant?
I'm Guybrush Threepwood, mighty pirate. And you are?
Jumbo Lafeet, last of the Lafeet pirates.
Oh, wow. There's that statue of Lafeet.
Jumbo Lafeet. Any relation to Tiny Lafeet?
Tiny Lafeet was my father.
Tell me more about your
I'd
father.
like to talk some more about your father.
Okay.
Wow.
Are you
Guybrush
sure
is
you
just
weren't
mean
adopted?
here.
After all, you're so big and Tiny was so tiny.
You should have seen my mother.
She was a large woman, I take it?
She had a picture of Monkey Island tattooed on her butt.
So?
Actual size.
Ugh. This is obviously a painful subject. Let's talk about something else.
Okay.
Yo, why's Guybrush bullying this guy?
Where'd that cannonball come from?
That dreadful Admiral Kasaba person. Every time he sees 3 or more pirates talking, he thinks there's a conspiracy afoot. So he begins to lob cannonballs at us. If I weren't so comfortable here on the beach, I'd sail out there and give him a piece of my mind.
3 or more pirates, eh? Interesting choice. For a game that can only render a few things on screen at once.
Are you aware that you've got a pair of parrots on your shoulders?
A pair of
Really?
parrots.
I hadn't noticed.
Was that sarcasm?
You know, I can't really tell anymore. In any event, these are, in fact, my parrots. I call them hugging and kissing.
You're joking. You're not joking.
Which one's hugging and which one's kissing?
Which parrot's hugging and which one's kissing? I can't believe I just asked that.
I don't know. They're identical twins. It's too bad, too.
Why?
Because they're special parrots.
Special how? Did they solve crimes?
Of course not. But they are cursed with powerful voodoo
Oh, who
magic.
isn't in the Tri-Island
One
area?
of them always tells the truth. The other one always lies. Isn't that right, fellas?
Yes. No.
Bender from Wish.com.
Oh, if I knew which one was which, they would be tremendously useful. As it is, they're rather annoying.
Yeah, I feel like you could easily logic this out.
I'm looking for the pieces of the ultimate insult.
What's that?
It's an ancient voodoo talisman of butt-numbingly incredible power.
But, numbingly.
Sounds dreadful.
I mean, okay.
You're awfully large.
Figured that one out all by yourself, did you?
Don't get up. I'll see myself out.
Goodbye, little pirate.
Yeah, this definitely does not feel like, like a Ron Gilbert joint.
2 plus 2?
3.
That must have been the lying parrot. What's my name?
Davy Jones.
That must have been the lying parrot. Are you the parrot that always lies?
No.
I don't think that told me anything.
True.
Are you the parrot that always tells the truth?
Yes.
I don't think that told me anything. LeChuck sucks.
LeChuck sucks.
Who's your daddy?
Jambalaya Beat.
That must have been the truth-telling parrot.
Okay, well, that's exciting. I don't think we can... Oh, go back to Crummy Pirate Hamlet. Wow. Neat.
Knuttin Beach, 1 kilometer.
Right, now we're getting somewhere. Let's move
Oh,
on.
look at
to
this.
Food. Well, that's obvious, naturally. But what about...
Who are you?
I be Hellbeard, the unrepentant, the scourge of the 7 seas.
Hellbeard. I think I've heard of you.
Yeah, of course you've heard of me. I'm the nastiest pirate in the world.
How about you in school? There we go.
Wait a minute. Hellbeard the Unrepentant died over 80 years ago.
Do I look dead to you?
I'm
No,
dead.
you look like a sock.
Gotta talk to the
Can
other
I
puppet.
talk to the other puppet?
Puppet. There be no puppets here, boy. There be only the unrelenting terror of Hellbeard.
Hellbeard.
If you're Hellbeard, where have you been for the past 80 years?
Look, over there.
A three-headed monkey?
Who are you?
I'm Hellbeard the Unrepentant, of course.
I thought the other puppet was Hellbeard.
You'd like to think that.
Do you know anything about the ultimate insult?
If only I didn't. Many years ago, I was the last
Wow.
pirate to be exposed to the ultimate insult. In one fell swoop, its devastating jibes utterly destroyed my once indomitable
It'll do that.
ego.
It'll do that. That's the ultimate insult, baby. That's what it does.
Do you know anything else about the ultimate insult?
It destroyed my ego. What more do I need to know?
I guess you're right. You're remarkably level-headed for a guy named Hellbeard.
80 years of living under the influence of the ultimate insult will do that.
Wow.
Can I talk to your puppeteer?
I'd rather you didn't. We're trying to protect him.
Come on.
Come on.
Let me talk to the puppeteer.
Well, all right, but don't make any sudden moves.
I'll be as gentle as a baby dolphin. You must be Hellbeard.
If you say so, sir.
You don't look like a fearsome pirate to me.
Me? A fearsome pirate? You must be mistaken, sir. I wouldn't harm a fly.
Wow. Yeah, here we go.
But you're Hellbeard the Unrepentant. You sacked an entire archipelago with a rowboat
Archipelago.
and a bilge rat named Stinky.
Oh, dear. That sounds far too violent and adventurous for me.
Good voice acting here, as is the case throughout the rest of the game.
Why do your puppets look like me and LeChuck?
Puppets? What puppets?
Wow, you are a basket case, aren't you?
Yes, sir. Very good, sir.
Hmm.
Do you know anything about the ultimate insult?
The ultimate insult? Yarrr.
Oh,
You
dang.
again.
Can I talk to your puppeteer?
Puppeteer? Hellbeard.
Come on.
Okay.
Come on.
Talk.
Come on.
Talk.
Do you know anything about...
You'll never.
But
Ice.
you've got a lot...
And
Come on.
talk to that.
See ya.
I heard those, sir.
Okay, let's walk away and come back and see if we can reset this.
You are...
If you're...
You again.
Can I talk...
Well,
Okay.
Hellbeard?
please, stop. I'm hot.
I think...
Thank you.
Hey, Hellbeard, would you like to see the ultimate insult? I think you'll really dig this.
Could you help me find this?
What's that?
It's a picture of the ultimate insult.
The ultimate insult?
Wow, Guybrush. Wow.
Hey, you forgot your puppets! Gee, guess that was just the kind of breakthrough he needed to mend his shattered psyche.
Guybrush being a jerk, as always.
I better put these away before Kasaba flings a cannonball at me.
It's Jerkbrush Threepwood. You know him, you love him.
Hello? Anyone home?
We don't want any.
Hello? Anyone home?
I'm busy. Go away.
Good steering wheel.
Steering days are over.
Do you call the steering wheel on a ship a steering wheel? Isn't it like just like the ship's wheel? I like the design of this scene. Like a lot of scenes in this game, I can only imagine how much better it would look in
In case of
2D.
fire, pull alarm.
That's kind of unfortunate. Oh, it's a nice teacher lady. I'm a nice teacher boy. We should have a lot in common. Uh-oh. Oh, well. Maybe not. It's called the
Excuse me,
helm.
ma'am.
What can I do for you, young man?
It's called the rudder spinner. Let's see.
This is kind of a strange place for a school.
This isn't your average school, dearie. This is the Ozymandial Pirate Transmogrification Center.
Transmogrification Central?
Transmogrification. We take barbaric, foul-smelling pirates, like yourself,
Wow.
and transform them
Not
into
cool.
free, productive, and polite members of the emerging consumer-based economy.
That's the most nefariously evil thing I've ever heard.
Oh, now, sweetie. Don't knock it till you've tried it.
Hmm.
Do you know anything about the ultimate insult?
What's that?
It's a powerful voodoo talisman that destroys
Pardon
people's
me.
egos.
Oh, my. We don't allow any voodoo paraphernalia in our classroom, young man. Mr. Mandrell feels that voodoo is a prime contributor to the pirate lifestyle.
Pardon me.
Did you know that there's a crazy man cruising along your shore?
Do you mean that brave Admiral Kasaba?
Kasaba.
He's single-handedly keeping the great unwashed pirate masses of Knuttin Atoll from corrupting the paradise of Jambalaya Island.
He's a loon.
The most courageous men are always a little crazy, dearie.
Tired of being a slimy pirate.
Slimy pirate. Sign me up.
Wonderful. Just go in and take a seat, and you'll soon be on your way to a brighter tomorrow.
Okay, here I go.
Good afternoon.
Who I should have
class.
saved.
My name is Miss Rivers. And I'd like to
Rivers.
welcome you to Ozymandial's Pirate Transmogrification Academy, a wholly owned subsidiary of Ozymandial Enterprises. Just by walking in that door, you've already taken a courageous first step in a journey. A journey that will transform you from swashbuckling pirates into healthy, normal, and most of all, productive members of society. And why have you made this step?
Because we don't have a choice.
No, dear. You've come here because you're scum-sucking pirates who deserve to be dragged into the street and shot like the dogs you are.
Yikes.
I like it.
Now then, for the next few hours, we'll be breaking down your antisocial pirate defense mechanisms and replacing them with more acceptable, marketable behavioral traits.
This could take a while. Why don't you come back later?
First, let's have a frank talk about pillaging.
Let's talk about pillaging.
And that's why keel hauling is bad.
Very nice, Yanya. Now, class, let's move along to your final exam.
Wow, it's already finals.
3 questions that will account for 90% of your grade.
Seems fair.
Doesn't seem fair.
Oh,
Don't get smart with me, Sonny.
Sorry, ma'am.
Let's begin. Yanya?
Yes, ma'am.
After drinking too much grog, a friend of 20 years teases you about your haircut. What is your reaction?
I have a good chuckle at my own expense and toast my friend's rapier-like wit.
wow.
I see.
We want to fail this badly.
Now then, Guybrush.
Yes, Miss Rivers?
Your tofu burger is delivered medium well, despite your explicit request for medium rare. How do you react?
Burn the restaurant to the ground and string the chef up. Oh, wow. I quietly eat the burger, thankful for the sustenance. Yeah, so we want to fail this bad.
I burn the restaurant to the ground and string
I
the
beg
chef
a
up by
leg to
his
tell the
kidneys.
chef. That's right, 6'7".
Goodness gracious.
Miss Rivers, Guybrush is hampering my ability to learn.
Now, Mungo,
Now,
Yes.
Mungle.
what's in your mouth, young man?
Pirate spitting tobacco, ma'am.
Did you bring enough for everyone?
Actually, yes.
Well, that's hardly the point, young man. We don't allow pirate paraphernalia in this classroom.
This is a fun
Hand it to
scene.
me.
Sorry, ma'am.
Now then, Mungo.
Yes, ma'am?
Your
Yes?
captain has plotted a course directly through the heart of the Devil's Triangle. How do you react?
I informed the captain of my misgivings and hope he listens.
I see. Okay, second question. Guybrush,
Yes?
a scruffy-looking stranger offers you a grog. What's your response?
I take it. Accept the grog, poison his own, and steal his treasure.
I accept the grog, poison his own, and steal his treasure.
Guybrush's animations are fun here.
Now that's just rude, Mr. Threepwood.
Jeez, and I thought I was a heartless savage.
Mungo,
Yes'm?
a
Yes'm?
stranger approaches you and asks for the time. How do you respond?
I don't know how to tell time.
And Yanya,
Yes, Miss Rivers.
you see a man accosting
Hey,
another with
Summer.
a sword. What do you do?
I make a mental note of the assailant's appearance and seek out the nearest peace officer.
Interesting. Alrighty then, now for the third and final question. Mungo,
Cheers.
Yes, ma'am?
while delivering Christmas toys to orphans on a nearby island, you notice a passing ship that's obviously taken
no.
on too much cargo.
Too much
What
cargo.
do you
The ultimate
I sail
temptation.
by, resisting the urge to attack.
do? Okay. Now, Yanya.
Yes, ma'am.
While reading a book of poetry in the library, what appears to be a treasure map falls out of the book. What's your plan of action?
I put the map in the book and alert the librarian.
Okay.
Okay.
And finally, Mr. Threepwood.
Yes?
A member of the opposite sex rebuffs your advances. How do you cope?
How do you cope? Summer, my plan actually is tomorrow night to play StairQuest Winter Edition. I'm very excited for it. It's going to be a new experience for me because I have never played StairQuest Winter Edition. It was completed entirely by Kevin Wilco Webb, who a lot of y'all know, as a surprise for the entire StairQuest team. So it's a weird circumstance where I get to play a version of my own game that I've never played before. So I'm going to stream that tomorrow night. Now, this is good. I like his answer. I say nasty things about her behind her back. Awful. Go home and eat some ice cream. Good. Get on with my life. That's very healthy. No, I transform myself into an undead creature of unrelenting evil, terrorizing the seven seas in my never-ending quest to make her my bride. Oh yeah, Summer. I hope you're feeling better from COVID. That's awful. You're walking the desert, but all of a sudden you look down and see a tortoise. You reach down, flip the tortoise over its back. Why'd you do that, Guybrush? What's a tortoise?
I transform myself into an undead creature of unrelenting evil, terrorizing the seven seas in my never-ending quest to make her my bride. Arr!
Oh, my.
Oh, that's cool, man.
Well, I've added up all your scores, and I must say that I'm very unhappy. Mungo, I'm afraid you didn't pass. Your heart's in the right place, dear, but your brain is somewhere cold and dark and covered with spiders.
Ha!
That's
Yeah,
hilarious.
I'm flunking you, too.
Why? I got every answer right.
Yes, dear, but your attitude sucks.
This is horribly unfair.
So's life, sweetie. Get used to it. And then we have Guybrush.
Guybrush.
Guybrush. I've been teaching this course for months, and I can safely say that you're the single worst student I've ever met. I've picked lint out of my belly button with more learning potential than you.
This is great.
Now, in order to guarantee that you never darken my school's doorstep again, and to stigmatize you for the rest of your hopefully short life, I'm strapping this dunce cap to your stubborn pirate head in the hopes that humiliation will succeed where education failed. Now get out of my classroom and never return!
Wow. Hardcore.
Yeah, I may be a dunce, but at least I'm a mighty pirate dunce.
Good comeback, Guybrush. Nailed it. Now he cosplays David the Gnome. Oh, wow. I watched my share of David the Gnome as a kid, and it's always weird to remember it existed. It's weird to think, like, my willingness just to watch anything that was on TV as a child.
I'm not picking that up. In case of fire, pull alarm. Never try this at home, boys and girls. False fire alarms cost lives.
Ah! Fire! Everyone run for your lives!
Oh, Sarah Cal, you have a David the Gnome memory too. Okay. Man, I'd watch anything on Nickelodeon. Just stick it straight in my veins. I was thinking the other day about the Snorks. Does anyone remember the Snorks? They were like underwater Smurfs, basically. All right, gaming card. Don't mind if I do.
Gotcha!
Uh-oh.
Thought you could pull a fast one on me, huh? Get out!
Now I remember why I dropped out of school.
Wow, Guybrush. Hey, Jason. Yeah, the Snorks, is that the cartoon about the old dying of super old age? Oh, I don't know.
I won't risk putting this card into play unless it's absolutely necessary.
So is that like a Pokemon thing? That away and
Picking that up.
use the fire alarm again.
Ah! Another fire! Everyone run for your lives!
I think I need the whistle out of there. Oh man, started watching The Secret of
Not
Nim.
so fast, Buster!
It is intense for kids. I remember watching that at school as a kid and thinking like, this is hardcore stuff.
Get out!
The Snorks are what happens if we put Smurfs in an aquarium. Swim along with the Snorks. Come along with the Snorks. So much to see waiting for you and me. Swim along with the Snorks. I think that was like the theme song, maybe. God, it's all rushing back in an uncomfortable way.
Kind of sounds like a parrot. I guess there aren't any parrots within range.
Okay, now I think we're back to Jambalaya Island. God, I would kill for Jambalaya right now.
I'm not picking that up. It's the boat I brought from Jambalaya Island. It's the boat I brought from Jambalaya Island.
Just use it, ding
I'm not
dong.
picking that up.
There we go. Ooh, showing the kids some of the cartoons you grew up on. What have been some of your picks so far? I showed my daughter some G.I. Joe, which as a kid was absolutely my favorite cartoon. And I think she was a little puzzled as to why, like, it jazzed me as much as it did. Storks preparing the Get Along Gang. Are they the ones that taught me to stay off drugs?
Set sail for family fun at Planet Threepwood.
I'll do no such
See
thing.
Souvenirs of Guybrush Threepwood's most famous escapades.
Pardon me.
Yes.
As a kid, you liked He-Man ironically. Now, is it ironic that you liked He-Man, or did you like it ironically like a hipster would? Because I genuinely loved He-Man. I was all about the He-Man as a kid. Oh, DuckTales. Have you seen the new DuckTales series that came out a few years ago? It is fantastic. Very good. GoBots. Yeah, that's Wish.com Transformers. Nothing wrong with that.
Can't take your eyes off the statue, can you?
Mask.
It's absolutely enthralling.
Oh, what was the main guy in Mask? Was it like Matt Tracker or something like that? Was that the main Mask dude? Oh, new DuckTales is fantastic. Uh-oh, here's a question from Ben. Let's pause for a moment.
You are truly whacked, Ben.
Ben, I'm glad you're here. If you could have a Wish.com version of any show you want more of, what would it be? Oh man, like a knockoff version of a show I love. Like my first instinct was to say Lost because of how much I loved Lost back in the day. But then I start to think it's like for a few years there, we kind of were getting Wish.com knockoffs of Lost from a lot of different networks. Yeah, that's right. Exactly. Yeah, that's not a good answer. Like we had that and we know that you can't do that again. Ooh, can I get a Wish.com version of Xena? I was just thinking earlier today, I kind of wanted to watch some Xena, and then I was watching some Talking Heads documentary about the 90s, and Lucy Lawless popped up. She looks fantastic. Well, maybe Xena's the Wish.com version of Hercules. This is a good question, Ben. Yeah, that's a really good question. Ooh, yeah, I mean, Xena's something that pops into mind. What's another show that I would love to see a Wish.com version of? You know, here's one that's been kicking around my brain and haunting me for years from my childhood. Does anyone remember the Canadian children's television show that aired on Nickelodeon called Today's Special? It's about a mannequin who, when you put a little hat on his head and say Hocus Pocus Alamagocus, he comes to life and he lives in a department store and he like interacts with all the other department store employees, but he lives in like this shadowy realm between life and death. And there's a talking mouse that only speaks in rhyme, and some of the characters are puppets and some of them are alive. Like, give me more of that. Like maybe a dark spin on it where he has to really grapple with the existential question. And every time his hat falls off, which man, it happens every episode, boom, frozen, he's back to being a mannequin. Again, life and death lies entirely on how well this hat is affixed to his head at any moment. So yeah, I'm gonna go Today's Special. How's that for random answers? There you go. That's what I want more of. Great question, Ben. Thank you.
What made Tiny so famous?
He was the friendly pirate of Jambalaya Island. He robbed from the bad and gave to the nice. And he always said please and thank you. Twice. He's the perfect symbol of the new, non-threatening Jambalaya Island.
Yeah, I mean, this isn't far off from the Kim Cattrall movie, man. The DuckTales generations to millennials, that's fantastic. I mean, I know that, like, Scrooge and Huey, Dewey, Louie and the Ducks in general were wildly popular through Europe, even compared to their popularity here in North America, so I believe it.
Was there really a Tiny Lafeet, or was he dreamed up by someone's marketing department?
Darkwing Duck, amazing.
I hear his son lives across the bay on Knuttin Atoll.
What happened to the top of the
I think we've triggered
like
what we need to do in
Tiny
this.
A bad haircut.
I'm not sure. Rumor has it that some vandalous pirates from Knuttin Atoll stole the statue's hat, but I don't believe it. They do a pretty good job of
Rescue
keeping those
Rangers.
types off of Jambalaya.
Chip and Dale's Rescue Ranger. Chip and Dale. Okay.
What happened to the top of the statue? Looks like...
I'm not rude, but
Okay.
I'd rather not talk about...
Fine.
I think, according to the walkthrough that I peeked at,
Sorry to bother you.
it said you need to have this conversation one more time before you go back and talk to the guy at Knuttin Atoll. Gummy bears? I'd love to have gummy bears back. Bouncing here and there and everywhere. High adventure that's beyond compare. Give me those gummy bears.
Genuinely fun-filled pirate chefs.
If they remade it today, they'd probably be THC gummies. Which I guess really isn't that different than being hepped up on gummy berry juice all the time, right?
I'm not picking that up. It looks almost seaworthy.
So I mentioned that I went to Dollywood last week. I was there over New Year's. I got to celebrate New Year's at Dollywood, which is a treat. Who wouldn't want to do that? But on New Year's Eve, I saw the most upsetting thing. So I was in the park and like walking toward what was going to be the New Year's Eve drone show and fireworks display at the end of the evening. And as I'm walking through the park, a guy in a little mobility scooter setup ran over a woman and her infant child, like fully ran over her. And she's like pinned under this scooter. And there's like shouting and screaming, and like the person who ran over her is mad at her for being under his scooter. And she's like, I have a baby that I'm holding in my arms. And it was the most upsetting. It's been on my mind ever since. I can't shake it. Like, I think, and everybody was fine at the end of it. She got up. I think she was terrified. I think her baby was fine. She seemed to be fine, but it was a really upsetting moment. And it's just been on my mind ever since. I mean, clearly she's the one who suffered actual trauma in this scenario, but oh my goodness. But I think everyone was okay, but it was just, it's just wild. Like, you run somebody over with your scooter and then you yell at them for getting in your way is a weird flex. It's a very weird flex.
I'm back.
Imagine my delight.
I think it dredged up some weird memories of the time my wife and I were hit by a car while we were on foot. We were just strolling across a parking lot, and some dude flipped us up over his hood.
I'd like to talk some more about your father.
Okay.
Was he really called Tiny the Friendly Pirate?
No! My daddy was everything a real pirate should be. Violent, vulgar, psychotic. Pirates lined up for miles to spit on his grave.
If Tiny was such a great pirate, then what's with the Tiny the Friendly Pirate statue?
It's those soulless cretins at Ozymandial Enterprises. They're using my father's name and image as happy icons for their new family-friendly Jambalaya Island.
Those jerks.
Jerks. Yeah, no, that bothers me too. Like, the person clearly in a wrong in a situation like that, getting angry at the person they just ran over.
What happened?
A real
to
Papa
Tiny's statue?
Pichu moment.
I happened to it.
Come again?
To lend a touch of authenticity to their precious statue, Mandrill's flunkies bronzed my father's captain's hat and welded it to the statue. Enraged by this sacrilege, I gathered some pirates and raided Jambalaya Island. Before anyone knew what happened, I rescued my father's chapeau, returned to Knuttin Atoll, and buried my treasure.
Your father would have been proud of your piratey prowess.
Oh, thanks. Unfortunately, my
glad we helped this guy get closure.
Mandrill to hire Kasaba to patrol the waters of Knuttin. Now, Knuttin Atoll is nothing more than a prison for recalcitrant pirates who don't share Ozymandial's vision.
Vision? I'm curious about what Barbara Mandrill's vision is here.
One pirate to another. Where did you bury your father's bronze hat?
I don't know.
What?
I know I buried it under a boulder along the beach. I just don't know which one.
Guybrush is even tired of how long this game's going on.
If I find your father's hat, can I borrow it?
I don't know. Why do you want it?
I'm going to use it to crush Ozymandial like a bug.
Really? Oh, that's great! If you can find it, feel free to use it.
Okay.
This is obviously a painful subject. Let's talk about something else.
Yeah, I'm still enjoying this game more than I expected to.
Don't get up. I'll see myself out.
Goodbye, little pirate.
It's absolutely... Goodbye, little pirate. It's absolutely not the best in the series, but there is stuff to enjoy about it. Killer voice cast, if nothing else. I mean, yeah, maybe as good as Curse of Monkey Island is, I think among a lot of the supporting characters, this one could even potentially be better. I mean, it is. Oh gosh.
Holy jumping monkeys, that's a lot of boulders. How am I ever gonna find the right one?
Oh, that's pretty good. I like this gag. Okay. We're going to need help. We need some sort of truth-telling parrot scenario here. Okay. Now, don't try this at home, kids, but we are going to get a parrot drunk. Oh, that was Maria Bamford earlier? I thought it sounded like Maria Bamford. I didn't know she was doing voice acting back then. Oh, that's fantastic. She's the teacher, right? I had this moment where I was like, that's really a Maria Bamford type performance, but that's like, nah, no way that she's in Monkey Island. Ooh, I mean, Kenny is good, and Blondebeard's good. You're right. I mean, there's a lot of good stuff. Okay, maybe they're both very good. Brittany the bank teller. Oh.
It's a drunk parrot.
It's a drunk parrot. You're a drunk parrot. What are you?
What are you?
A yeti.
That must have been the lying parrot.
Okay. They fly away. They come back. Which one was Woolsey? Okay, the one on the right is Drunk Boy.
Which way should I go to find Tiny's hat?
South.
Okay. Yeah, this is kind of an annoying puzzle. The fact that you have to wait for the animation of them lighting on the boulder again is annoying. Like, it feels like one of those puzzles that should be one step since you'll have it pretty quickly. There's nothing worse than a puzzle that once you've figured out the gag, still makes you repeat things a bunch of times. Maybe it won't, though. Maybe it'll just immediately say, oh, wait. I'm trying to remember if the PC version had this horrible delay for opening up your inventory. I'm also wondering if right now that froze my game. Hey, Kevin. Yeah, it looks like we may have crashed out. Well, that's unfortunate. All right, well, let's load it back up. There is that. Let's see if we can make this work. Okay. We saved relatively recently, so I think we're good. As long as we have 4 stars of compatibility, absolutely. Here's this amazing title screen again. It's just so good. You open and close the disc tray in the simulator? I wish. Ooh, Ben, you were playing Immortality. Are you still enjoying it? I'd kind of like to go back and revisit that one and see more of the game than
I'm back.
than I initially
Imagine
did. It is so good. It's such a good game.
I'd like...
Okay.
This is obviously a painful subject.
Everyone
Let's talk about something
go
else.
buy Immortality. It is such a fantastic game.
Don't get up. I'll see myself out.
Goodbye, little pirate.
Weirdly,
Holy jumping monkeys, that's a... Oh, my
VODs of Immortality are like far and away some of the most popular videos I've ever posted on YouTube as well. I don't know why, of all games, that's the one that people are gravitating towards. Less than a day left on the Steam scale. Hey, Adventure Game Hotspot, good to see you. Welcome in. How are you doing this evening? Welcome, welcome. Welcome, everybody. If you're just joining us, it's Escape from Monkey Island. It's Retro Adventure Wednesday. It's me, your old pal Jess. Glad you could be here. This time we'll give the sauce to the one on the left. The mobile version of Immortality is on Netflix Games. Oh, wow. I had no idea. Is the mobile version the same other than like some resolution type stuff, or is there anything else different about it?
What are you?
A yeti.
That must have been the lying parrot.
You know, that's a great question, Adventure Game Hotspot. I haven't played this since it first released, and kind of my memory of it was not super positive. I've really been enjoying this playthrough so far, though. I've had a lot of fun with it. Ooh, you don't get the controller vibrations. Yeah, that's huge. Like, I don't think I would have done nearly as well at that game without the controller. Okay.
Is Tiny Lafeet's hat buried under this rock?
No.
I know that parrot always tells the truth, so Tiny Lafeet's hat must not be here.
Oh no, why'd I ask the wrong question? No. Uh-oh. Here's another question coming in from Ben, hot off the presses. Another cue. You were lukewarm on girlfriends. You tell me more. We have done the swamp. The Mists of Time, very good. Great sequence. You lukewarm on Grim Fandango. I'm enjoying this. Yes. Yes, so far. I agree with this. I agree with this statement.
Which way should I go to find Tiny's hat?
South.
Absolutely, Ben. That is exactly what happened. I had huge expectations for Grim Fandango, which I enjoyed. I mean, no question. The setting, the vibes, again, the voice work and the production value and everything. I mean, Grim Fandango is undoubtedly a fantastic game, but I found the puzzles a little fiddly, if that makes sense. Like, I didn't have a lot of fun playing it. I enjoyed experiencing it, but the actual playing of it felt a little tedious to me, and the puzzles were very opaque. Even with a walkthrough in some cases, I felt like I struggled with Grim Fandango. Whereas this one, yeah, I was expecting very little. Like, in my memory, it was very mid. If anything, like, the fact that its reputation has gotten so poor over the past 20 years or so, I kind of came into it assuming that it was going to be a pretty rough slog. And because of that, yeah, the low expectations really worked in its favor. I've enjoyed this far more than I expected to. Not that it's great. I mean, still, maybe the weakest of the Monkey Island series. I don't know. I haven't played all the way through Tales. I'd have to revisit that to really make a good judgment there. I feel like the more time that passes since Return, I'm kind of a little bit more bummed out about it than I was initially. I still love the art style, but I'm not sure if I love it as a game. Cinnamon, Grim Fandango is a great game, but hard and dark. So, exactly. I mean, there's no question. I didn't love every moment of my Grim Fandango playthrough, but there's no question. It's a great game. I mean, it's beautiful, and the story is fantastic. Yeah, no, I definitely enjoyed Grim Fandango. But yeah, it's hard. I think for years it was just sort of like cited so often as the best adventure game ever, and it wasn't that for me. I can definitely see why people would love it that much, though.
Which way should I go to find Tiny's hat?
East.
More of the sea in this one than tells. Yeah, less boxed in. Soundtrack in Grand Fandango is out of this world, right? Hard to beat. Manny is a fantastic character. Great voice work there. Oh man, this is good gameplay right here, guys. Parrot call. Yeah, I should go on record saying I'm not making the argument that this is a better game than Grand Fandango. Just I'm enjoying it more than I thought I would. Yeah, I mean, that's the thing. Both games really like fiddly puzzles, an engine that isn't very friendly to fiddly puzzles. Like, doing anything in this engine is a little bit of a pain. And as a result, yeah, it's not the ideal engine for a lot of the puzzles that were designed for it. Full Throttle, I really enjoy. I streamed that, it's probably been like 3 years ago now, as hard as that is to believe. But I'm a big fan of Full Throttle. I would have been really curious to see what they did with a sequel, because Full Throttle is a game that I feel like really is all about the vibes. I think Full Throttle, puzzles, it's all about just the vibe it manages to create. And I'd be curious to see how they would have built on that.
Which way should I go to find Tiny's hat?
East.
Yeah, that's right, Ricky. For a game that's pretty long by the standards of point-and-click adventures, having this sort of time suck puzzle is an odd choice, but it wouldn't be the first game just to decide go in a maze for no reason. This isn't quite a maze, but I feel like it's using up my time. Full Throttle is definitely a cinematic experience. I think it's a game where the puzzles aren't meant to be too difficult. You're just supposed to be, no pun intended, along for the ride on that one, and it really works for it. It's a breezy game to get through, which I think really works to its advantage, is how breezy it runs by you. I haven't played The Dig. The Dig is on my list. I'll have to stream that eventually.
Which way should I go to find Tiny's hat?
East.
Can you imagine Gabriel Nat 3 had a fiddly engine control style like this? Yeah, I mean, it's already a little bit of a pain in the neck, but yeah. Oh, I don't think I could handle a VR headset. I've only done VR once in my life, and I am still slightly nauseated from it. Well, this is fun, though. I'm loving this puzzle. Make me do this 8 or 9 more times, please. Bay of Atlantis, I still haven't played. On the list. It's funny, I try to pace out my games a little bit on the stream. I don't want to blow through, a ton of Sierra games in a row or all the LucasArts, but when I, think ahead to a schedule, it's really remarkable once you list them out how few LucasArts adventures there really are.
Which way should I go to find Tiny's hat?
Beverly Hillbillies. You won't trick me on that, Ben. Now, I will eventually play the capstone classic Homie D. Clown. Actually, I may have to watch a Let's Play of that first to make sure that I can get away with playing Homie D. Clown without anything that would haunt me for the rest of my life happening. I have played Last Crusade, Ricky. That was one I played at release that I really enjoyed. Then playing it with Ben, sidecarring it, I really enjoyed it less. In my head, I would have said it was maybe one of my top 5 LucasArts adventures. I don't think that ranking would stand today if I went back to it.
I don't think he'd like that.
Probably pre-cancel me. Yeah, I mean, that's the thing. There are a lot of ways that a Homie D. Clown adventure game, point-and-click adventure, could go, and not many of them are great, right?
Which way should I go to find Tiny's hat?
East.
Oh yeah, that Zeppelin glitch that you were able to trigger in Last Crusade was fantastic. I mean, you clown somehow a city building game. I mean, that's basically Brutal Legend, right? It's like, guess what, dummies? This is actually an RTS. Yeah, I do think that it is like one of those adventure games that is not really puzzle driven. Oh, Beneath the Still Sky is definitely one I need to play. My dear friend, the Space Quest historian, I know, has always loved Beneath the Still Sky. Has been trying to get me to play it for like 25 years. At some point, I actually need to do that. Yeah, when you've already solved the puzzle, but it takes another 15 minutes to get through it. Ugh. Ben, do you have a Homie D Clown alert up on YouTube so that anytime someone posts a new Let's Play of it, you get right in there to see what the latest strats are?
Which way should I go to find Tiny's hat?
East.
Yeah, I mean, the Wayne's World game was terrible, but got by on some of the charm of Wayne's World until that maze at the end, right? Like, there's no amount of charm that could get you out of the maze situation. What are some of the other capstone adventures? There are a couple more. They didn't make the LA Law game, did they? I don't think they did. Yeah, Revolution made Beneath the Still Sky and some of the others freeware. That's outstanding.
I don't think he'd like that.
Save. I'm so afraid I'm going to have to repeat some of this. I did lose my mind on the Wayne's World stream. That maze at the end is unbelievable. Like, even with the walkthrough, it was so much backtracking. It's just...
Which way should I go to find Tiny's hat?
East.
Ooh, Callahan's Cross Time Saloon. Josh Mandel's sort of dream project, I think, in a lot of ways. I bought a copy of that, like, at release. I rushed out to get it because I was such a fan of Josh's work on Freddy Farkas and elsewhere in Sierra's catalog, and I hit a brick wall like immediately. I like got into that game and got going with it. Now, granted, I was like probably a 14 or 15-year-old. Got completely lost and confused by it, and just gave up and never went back to it. I need to go back and check out Cross Time Saloon again at some point, because I did not give it a fair shake. Superhero League of Hoboken?
Nowhere.
I know that parrot always tells the truth, so Tiny Lafeet's hat must be buried under this rock.
Did I do it? Yeah, very wordy game. That, with a particular sense of humor, kind of sounds like the Josh Mandel signature, right?
I guess the parrot's lost interest.
Ooh, Champions of Zap. Who did I see play that somewhat recently? Maybe Cobra Commanda?
I'm not even remotely mighty enough. If my clever use of the parrots was correct, the bronze hat is under this immense rock. There's got to be a better way to get under there.
Wait, okay, I know what to do.
Hi there, little Guybrush.
Hi there, Big Guybrush.
Hi there, little LeChuck.
Ahoy there, Big Guybrush.
Blue Maniac Mansion NES. I've been eyeing Maniac Mansion NES, like a physical copy of it for a while. As y'all know, I've lost my ding-dang mind and gotten deep into the world of collecting big box games and collectible games for a lot of these Sierra and LucasArts adventures. Huge mistake. Should have never allowed myself to get in that habit. But there's a copy of Maniac Mansion NES in really good shape at a nearby retro game store. It does not have the poster with it. And like going back and forth on like, do I want to try to get the poster somehow on eBay and then like combine it with the copy of Maniac Mansion that's here at my local store? Do I really want to get that deep into
What's
this?
on your mind, little Guybrush?
I'd love to have a copy of King's Quest 1 for the Sega Master System, too.
I think Little LeChuck's a smelly undead creep.
I can hardly argue with that, little Guybrush. What do you think, little LeChuck?
I think little Guybrush should learn to sleep with one ping pong ball eye open.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah!
Now, boys.
Amoral lout.
Now, boys.
Doily sniffer.
Unemployed layabout.
Guys.
Pirate poser.
Uncultured corpse.
Girly man.
I really think that's loud enough to catch Kasaba's attention.
Jerk.
Idiot.
Nimrod.
Dork.
I've obviously got some deep-seated issues to work out here.
Armado's fantastic.
Jerk.
Oh, wow.
Nimrod.
Scene.
Why, those ignorant anarchist savages! How dare they plot against my benevolent tyranny! Simpkins, wheel out the really big cannon!
Do we have to, sir? Our
We
ears are
have
still
to.
ringing from the last time.
I've had just about enough of your pusillanimous insubordination, Simpkins!
Pusillanimous is a great word.
Really big cannon and blow up those terrorists this instant!
Aye, aye, sir.
Fire!
It's always good to see LeChuck blowing up.
Wow, here it is. The bronze hat of Tiny Lafeet.
Yeah, Master System King's Quest would be really fun to have. I love that version of the game. It's where you get your best banana wizarding. Oh, no. Okay, here we go. We good. I will say, having the models upscaled in my emulator does mean that those cutscenes are especially jarring. Like, I'm sure they were somewhat jarring originally. I think that they're probably always, you know, not quite up to the standard of the 3D graphics. But yeah, it's very noticeable. Like this. Are you escaping, son? Hey, Clill, I've done pretty well to escape so far. Well, actually, I haven't arrived at Monkey Island yet, but as soon as I do, first priority, escape. How are you doing this evening? Hope you're well. Hope everybody out there is doing well. If you're just joining us for the first time, thank you for being here. If you're a old friendly viewer of the channel, glad you could join me again for Escape from Monkey Island as I try to rehabilitate this this game beloved by few. Let's see. Actually, I guess now let's save. Second day of work after a long break. Feeling pretty good. All right. You know, on Monday, I go back to work for the first time since May 2023. Which I'm curious to see how that goes. Like, I don't know how coming back from sabbatical is going to feel. That's going to be a weird sensation. Okay, so this is the last piece of the ultimate insult we need. I heard a rumor today that my university had a job opening and for a tenure track position and received 0 applicants for it. I don't know if this is true, but it makes me wonder if that's the case, should I apply for that tenure track position and just have 2 jobs at the university? I mean, I would be the best candidate out of a field of 1. Easily. I think that I'm the obvious choice given, you know, that circumstance. And that, yeah, I mean, they know what they're getting. They don't have to worry, you know, is this a guy that we can expect to stick around here? The word on the street, Robin, is 0 applicants, which I don't know how that could be. My guess is someone was supposed to post it on like the Chronicle of Higher Ed and Higher Ed Jobs and like submitted a draft and never actually clicked publish. But who knows? Is double tenure like double indemnity? It's like a double life sentence. I could apply as Jorf. Sadly, Jorf's been canceled.
I'm back.
So I see. What can I do for you, Mr. Threepwood?
So is this diving competition open to anyone?
Hardly. If I were to compete against everyone who wanted to get their hands on a solid gold old world diving trophy,
I do want that.
I'd be diving 24 hours a day.
Oh, so who do you dive against?
The judges panel over there does an excellent job of weeding out the poseurs from the serious
Poseurs.
I'd like to dive against you.
You want to dive against me?
This guy's great.
Ah, thank you, little friend, for bringing laughter back into my life.
What's so funny?
Don't tell me you're serious.
You're serious as scurvy, diver boy.
It's not wise to trifle with me, Mr. Threepwood. I am the greatest diver in the world.
Second greatest, you mean?
Very well. The gauntlet has been thrown. I suppose you have been certified by the judging committee?
Certified?
Do you think I am some sort of clown who accepts the challenges of every 2-shilling braggart that comes my way?
Yes?
If you want to dive, go to the judges committee and get certified.
Yeah, this one looks kind of
I just
fiddly.
remembered a previous engagement. Bye.
Clill, I think it was maybe communications. Don't quote me on that. I mean, arguably, I do media studies, so, you know, like, that would be right up my alley. I'll just steal it.
Sorry. That trophy is for the winner of the all-world prank diving contest only.
Okay, ding-dongs. What you got for me?
Excuse me.
Hey, little dude. What's up?
I like this guy.
I'd like to take a crack at winning that diving trophy.
You and dozens of other gold hunting wannabes.
If you wish to dive, you must be certified first.
Why?
Leave
Certifiable.
ourselves open to most grievous lawsuits if we let physically uncool people try to dive.
Now, if you just step behind the table...
There won't be any word problems, will there? Hey, what are you doing with that?
Please turn to the right, dude.
You're not gonna put that there, are you?
Now then, let me know when this begins to hurt.
Ouch!
Nothing like a good blacked out comedy bit here. Hey, Casey Adventure, welcome
The
in.
staple gun was completely
Going great. How are
uncalled for.
you?
Be that as it may.
Hope you're having a
you
good
have
evening.
passed the physical.
Really?
Thanks for joining
That's a
us.
shot. You'd have to be a palsy-ridden grandmother to fail.
Here's your certificate. Feel free to challenge our champion diver whenever you want to dive.
Oh, wow. The bearded judge is voiced by the voice of the new LeChuck and Return. Laterno.
It says I'm globally certified and physically fit to compete in any Tri-Island area world diving competitions.
Okay, let's save our progress. I am very afraid of losing progress after we've had a couple of crashes so far.
I'm back.
So I see. What can I do for you, Mr. Threepwood?
Yeah, Cregan, nothing happened there. Was there supposed to be something?
I'm ready to dive against you now.
So, you've managed to get yourself certified.
Sure, check it out.
Ah! I've seen palsy-ridden grandmothers with better qualifying scores.
I can make save state
Eager
saves,
to put you in your place.
which I might do.
Prepare to be humiliated, Mr. Threepwood.
Marco de Pollo is about to attempt a alpha monkey. Rum barrel, keel haul, combination. Let's give him complete silence for this dive.
Beautiful. Stunning. A stunning dive.
The plank is yours, Threepwood.
You're a plank. I'll watch this dive. Do. Hey, thank you. Well, not Pat. I've polished off my Dr. Nuff for the evening. There's that theremin-esque sound I promised earlier. Okay. Beautiful. What?
Darn.
What?
I wasn't that bad, was I? Rats.
Rants.
Whoa, flashback, man. Marco de Pollo wins again.
Grouchy judge.
Pardon me. What?
This is a sequel up here, courtesy of Loom. I hope so.
What was wrong with my last dive?
It sucked.
Could you be more specific?
Nope.
Okay.
I think I'll leave you to your grouchiness.
Whatever.
Do. Okay, let's see here.
Hey, there's a picture of that grouchy diving judge in here. And that must be his beautiful blonde wife that he's with.
Why are you showing me this?
I don't rightly know.
Why are you showing me this?
I don't rightly know. Pardon me.
What?
Why are you giving me such low scores?
Look, kid, it's nothing personal. It's just that I've got an expensive red-headed wife, two expensive red-headed kids,
and an
expensive red-headed dog to feed, you follow?
Our setter.
Really?
Then let me spell it out for you. Mr. Mandrill pays me a lot of money to make sure that Mr. de Pollo always wins.
Yes, hey, thanks so much for the follow, Holly88. Welcome, man. Glad to have you here. Always great to see new folks dropping in. Hope you're well.
I think I'll leave you to your grouchiness.
Whatever.
Whatever. Alright.
Why are you showing me this?
I don't rightly know. Pardon me.
What?
Whatever Mandrill's paying you to fix this contest, I'll double it.
I appreciate the sentiment, Junior, but it's obvious that you don't have 2 shillings to run together. Much less the kind of dough it takes to keep my red-headed wife living in the manner to which she's accustomed.
As someone with his own red-headed wife, I don't know how I feel about this.
I think I'll leave you to your grouchiness.
Whatever.
Hey, there's a picture of that grouchy diving judge in here. But that blonde he's with is definitely not his lovely red-headed wife.
What's this?
It's a brochure for Stan's Jambalaya timeshare emporium.
Yeah? So?
Yeah, so?
Yikes.
I think your red-headed wife would be very interested to find out about the time you've been sharing with
I could absolutely be blackmailed easily by posing with blondes.
You're wrong, kid. She's just a friend of the family. Really?
Really? Oh, well, then I guess your wife won't mind if I show her the brochure.
Wait, stop! What do you want?
What's it worth to you?
I've got money, jewels, property, anything. Just don't tell my wife.
Fine. All I want is a fair diving competition.
That's all? Really?
Really? Do we have a deal?
Deal. It won't do you any good, though. De Pollo's too good to be beaten by a flat-headed loser like you.
Flat-headed, eh?
It's a golden trophy of a man in a classic arms overhead diving pose. Pardon me.
Yes, Grasshopper.
Grasshopper, huh?
What was wrong with my last dive?
The perfect dive should leave no trace of the diver upon the water. As you seek perfection in your dives, seek perfection in your splashes.
Are you saying that my splashes are too big?
Yes. You might try making your form more aerodynamic, like that of a swordfish.
Fish are aerodynamic?
Okay.
Aloha.
May your life be big, and your splashes be small.
Oh, that's interesting. The graphic on the brochure makes it look like the woman he's having an affair with is the waitress from Planet Threepwood. Well, that's my official canon now.
Excuse me.
Oh, what is it, little diver dude?
What was wrong with my last dive?
You really didn't get into the flow of De Pollo's groove, man.
Okay.
What?
Hey, you gotta match De Pollo's moves if you want to be the dude.
But how?
Well, basically, there are 4 types of moves allowed in plank diving, man. Well, first you got the keel haul, you know, a mellow swan-like move that you can do by lifting your nose up in the air.
Keel haul. Up. Got it.
I like
Next
this.
is the rum barrel, man. A somersault move that's easy to do by shoving your chin down into your chest.
Rum barrel. Down. Check.
The third move is the spinning swordsman, man. That's
Easy
a
diver.
dangerous vertical spin that should only be started to the right.
Spinning swordsman. Right. Okay.
Finally, there's the
I think
alpha
Guybrush
monkey,
reinforces
a
this puzzle at every
chest-mounting
stage.
maneuver that always starts with the left hand.
Alpha monkey left. Good.
Okay, bro, pay attention to the moves that De Pollo makes, you know, and try and match them. For example, on his last dive, he did a alpha monkey, rum barrel, keel haul, combination. So, if you wanted to match him, you'd lean.
Left, down, up.
You got it, man.
Left, down, up. Okay.
See you later.
You got it, dude. Woo!
Okay. Doing great work here. Whoa. Okay. Save. Save.
I'm back.
So I see.
I just remembered a previous engagement. Bye. Bosun and Bosun's baby seal oil. I'm assuming that this oil is meant to be used on baby seals rather than...
Wow.
I'm back.
So I see.
I just remembered a previous...
So is there a good
engagement.
hint here that, like, we have to spike his baby seal oil with this awful piece of bagel?
Hey, look! Over there!
A 3-head monkey. Why don't you say it? Okay. Yeah, Rick, it did ship with the strategy guide, which is the only way I could have beaten it as a kid. 3-head monkey was cutting post. Okay, so I think I'm ready to dive now.
I'm back.
Isn't that clued at some point? Like what you would need to do with the oil, or is it just like Here's an item he's using, so I should figure out something to jam into it.
I'd like to dive against you again.
Again? Are you some sort of masochist?
Yes.
I don't know. You some kind of chicken?
Oh, fine.
Oh,
Just
wow.
remembered you asked for this humiliation.
Marco
Humiliation.
de Pollo is about to attempt a rum barrel, spinning sword,
Down.
keel haul combination. Let's give him complete silence for this dive.
Wait, down, right, left. I think. Oh, no. Down, right, left, maybe?
I was wrong. I will.
At least he doesn't do the animation of walking up here again. Oh. Nope, that's wrong.
Darn.
Yeah.
Nice to see that good old-fashioned blackmail still works in some parts of this modern world. I guess the dunce cap worked.
Okay.
Oh, here.
Okay. If you win round one, the cutscene focuses heavy on... Okay, that makes sense, Casey Adventure. This is where jumping ahead and solving it preemptively
Excuse me.
is not to my
Whoa,
advantage.
there's a little diver, dude.
Okay.
Tell me again how to match De Pollo's moves?
Hey, you got it, little dude.
Let's see.
Basically, there are 4 types. Well, first you got the keel haul, you know, a mellow, swan-like move.
Keel haul.
Next is the rum barrel, man. A somersault move that's easy to do by...
Rum barrel.
The third move is the spinning swordsman, man. That's a dangerous vertical spin.
Spinning swordsman.
Finally, there's the alpha monkey, a chest-pounding maneuver that always starts with the
Okay.
left hand.
Now I write it down.
Okay, bro.
Down, right, up.
Line reads on those directions are very good. Okay. I've got this just watch.
I'd like to... I don't know.
Oh.
Marco, spinning swordsman, alpha monkey, keel haul.
Right, left, up.
Combination. Let's give him complete
Right, left,
silence
up.
for this dive.
Right, left, up. Right, left, up. Right, left, up. Right, left, up. That's the plan. And I am going to do a save state to be extra cheatsy.
The plank is yours.
Save state. Okay. Right, left, up. Allegedly.
Cool. Good. I guess the
Yeah.
dunce cap worked.
There we go.
Whoa, dudes, this is unprecedented. The newcomer has tied Marco de Pollo.
Take that, Marco de Pollo.
Now?
We move on to the tiebreaker round.
Scissors, rock, paper?
You wish. In this round of dives, you will go first, and De Pollo will try to match your dive.
You have shown that you can mimic my moves, Mr. Threepwood. But I doubt that you can concoct a dive that I cannot perform.
We'll just see about that, dive monkey.
Very well.
Dive monkey.
The plank is yours.
Just teleport me up there wearing the dunce cap. Thank you. Looks like me falling into a Mexican
Cool.
cenote.
Good. I guess the dunce cap worked.
Good luck, Marco.
Very good, Mr. Threepwood. Just give me a second to prepare for my dive.
What Marco doesn't know is that we've replaced his regular baby seal oil with Star Buccaneers Schmear Whiz. Let's watch.
Look at that walk animation. That's fantastic.
Now, my friend, prepare to watch a master in action.
Now Marco de Pollo will attempt to beat Guybrush Threepwood's dive.
Let's give him complete silence for this dive.
What? Shoot! Go away!
Aye.
Ladies and
Wow.
gentlemen.
Good job, Guybrush.
The new all-world plank diving champion is,
Guybrush Threepwood.
I protest! That was not a fair dive! I want a rematch right now! I
Needs
am
more strut.
Marco de Pollo, the greatest plank diver
Absolutely.
in the world!
Marco.
Polo! Who said that?
Marco.
Polo! Stop it! I will not be mocked! Marco!
Weird.
Stop it! Stop it! Stop it! Polo!
Sure, why not?
Gee, I wonder how Elaine's doing.
I wonder how Elaine's doing too. And cutscene.
Hi, hey, thanks for coming out to
Hi,
vote.
hey.
Remember, a vote for me is a vote against demon-spawned hell pirates.
Thanks for your support, citizen. Good times and free grog are just around the corner.
Don't vote for Charles. He's really LeChuck, the demon zombie ghost pirate from hell.
Oh, give it up, Mrs. Threepwood. Everybody knows that LeChuck is dead and that your husband killed him. You'll have to excuse her, Mr. Charles.
Think nothing of it, my good man.
He did right there.
There, you see? Charles is LeChuck. Look!
He's just gaslighting her. It's not
Well,
nice.
that should just about wrap things up. I think I'll go
His
pack
abusive
my bags
relationship
and
has
get
gotten
ready to
worse.
Move into the governor's mansion.
Uh-oh, is it frozen? Or is it just taking a little while to load? Ah ha ha! Okay, different loading screen. Have we
Mr.
reached?
Cheese.
Aye, Captain.
Raise the anchor, hoist the sails, and ready the warp drive.
Aye, Captain.
Warp drive. I like it.
Go find Carla and sober her up.
Oh, yeah, that'll be easy.
Now that the pieces of the ultimate insult are mine, it's back to Melee Island.
Here we go. PS2 version definitely has longer load times. Small price to pay. Oh no, that's not Elaine.
LeChuck! That's Governor LeChuck to you, see good.
No way!
Yes way.
Ozzy, I had a feeling you were working for LeChuck.
I'm afraid you got it backwards, pirate boy. LeChuck's working for me.
Well, that makes me feel better.
Governor LeChuck, would you be kind enough to relieve Mr. Threepwood of the pieces to the
I
ultimate
like Ozzy's
insult?
paper-mache head.
It'd be a pleasure, Mr. Mandrill.
Don't do it, LeChuck. He wants to use the ultimate insult to humiliate every pirate on the face of the earth.
And?
You know?
Oh, of course he knows, you sloth-brained pile of kookaburra